Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the video. In this one we're going to be showing you how to lock cells in Microsoft Excel. So this function is quite handy if you are creating a spreadsheet that might have formulas in it that you are then going to share with other people who are going to use this spreadsheet, and you don't want them to accidentally type something into a cell that is formula driven or to accidentally delete a formula in a cell. You want to create your Excel template so that people can go in, type various values into certain fields only, and then have the fields that have the formulas in them to stay protected, to stay locked, so no one can input into those cells accidentally and to mess up the way your spreadsheet is working based on the formulas that you have input. So in this example here, I've highlighted some cells here, and these are going to be the cells that I want people to input data into. This could be like an inventory sheet or some kind of value for goods or value for services. So you might have quantity here, and then the unit price might be 50. And here you might have quantity 7 with a unit price of 10. And then in here we're going to enter a formula, just a very basic formula to multiply the quantity by the unit price. So to quantity of a certain product here with a unit price of 50 makes a total inventory value of $100. We'll drag the formula down, so we'll drag it the whole way down here. And in the second line we can see quantity 7 of this item with a unit price of 10 means there's a total value of $70. So as I said just before, we want these colored cells to be open to anyone who wants to input values in, but we don't want people to put anything in these cells here because we want the cells to stay formula driven, and we don't want people accidentally messing around with that. It is a very simple formula here, but if you have quite complex formulas, then this becomes even more important. And if you have lots of users coming into Excel, especially if you're sharing your template with people who might not be as Excel savvy as you are, and then they go and input data, insert lines, whatever it may be, and then they break the formula and don't know how to fix it again. So this will help against that. So what we're going to do, we're going to highlight these fields here, the formula driven fields, and we're going to go to home, which we already are on. Then we're going to go to the alignment section, and we're going to click on this little box here, alignment settings. Next thing we go to protection, and we're going to say locked. For these ones here, we're going to make sure these are unlocked. Protection, unclick the locked box and click OK. And now we're going to go to review, protect sheet. So it says here, protect worksheet and contents of locked cells. Allow all users of this worksheet to select locked cells, select unlocked cells. And we're going to click OK. You can put a password on it as well if you want. We're not going to bother with that. Alright, so now we can go in, we can delete this, we can put in, whatever we want. Same as here. And then you've got the totals over on this side. But then if you accidentally try and delete this, you're going to get a message. So just then I hit the delete button and we get a pop-up saying the cell or chart you're trying to change is on a protected sheet. To make a change, unprotect the sheet, you might be requested to enter a password. So you're going to be the only one that has the password. You only give the password out to people unless you want to give them access to make changes to your locked cells. Same here. If I go, if I even just try and type in a number, I'm going to get the same message. It won't let me do anything. If I try and cut it, I'm going to get the same message. So that's it, guys. It's a pretty simple process, but a very effective one, especially, like I said, if you've got lots of users coming in and using your spreadsheet and you just don't want people to accidentally be able to input the wrong data into your formula driven cells and then upset the workings of the whole template or spreadsheet. Now, if you want to learn more about Excel or even working in any other kinds of business software such as Xero, MyOb and other accounting platforms, you can head over to our website qtraining.net.au. You can check out our course content there. You can book a one-on-one training session over Zoom where I'll talk you through how to do a particular task in whatever application you might be using. so that one way or another, we can help you work out whatever your problem is in whatever software you're using. So that's it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll catch you later.